Let me make sure that I start my watch. I gotta hit 5 in each spot. Try and get warmed up a little bit. I didn't really feel like working out today, so I still wanted to make sure I came to the gym. So I just thought to myself, why not just shoot some ball? It's been a little minute. I think I hit 3 from the free throw line. I got 2 more. All right, that's 5. Now I'm gonna just work on some bank shots. I'm listening to the Shannon Sharpe and Hitmaker interview right now. So Hitmaker, it's a really good interview. Y'all should check it out. It's kind of one of those interviews that you didn't expect it to be as good as it is. That's really all I do for real, is just listen to podcasts or music for real. So now I'm gonna just move back some. All right, that's 5. Take this damn hoodie off. All right, now I'm gonna work on some fadeaways. I be going through phases where I don't be feeling like working out necessarily, so I be having to switch it up. So this is one of those days where I switch it up. Ooh. And I had a damn stomach ache yesterday. And I'm not the type that normally get sick. But when I do get sick, that shit be bad. And it's gonna be one of 2 things. It's either gonna be a stomach ache or a really bad migraine once a year. Try not to speak it into existence, but it's kind of just how it goes, it feel like. So yesterday I had a really bad stomach ache. I took some medicine. The medicine didn't really work. Then I looked up some home remedies for stomach aches, and the first thing that I seen was lime and baking soda. So take like a pinch of baking soda with some lime juice, and you can mix it into some water and drink that. It's kind of like an Alka-Seltzer. I think that's the name of it. That was like the only thing that really worked for real. So if you're having stomach ache problems or issues, try to get like a pinch of baking soda with some lime juice. Mix that bitch into some water. And if you don't have lime juice, you can also use lemon juice as well. Just something acidic. I'm gonna work on some mid-range jumpers now. Yeah, some one dribble pull-ups. Let me slow it down some. Jab, dribble, square up. Ooh. Gotta remember to square up, get my feet wide. So here, square. How y'all feel about the J. Cole album that just came out? So I'm a big J. Cole fan, and initially I didn't know how I felt about it my first listen. So when it comes to music or albums, I gotta listen to the album at least 2 to 3 times before I can give my honest assessment on it. But I've listened to it 2 to 3 times, and after listening to it, I think it's one of his best albums, honestly. I think that's vintage Cole. If you're a true diehard J. Cole fan, you're gonna love this album. Like, you can tell he wasn't really searching for hits. He more so was focused on making just an all-around good album, for real. If I was to give it a rating, I would probably give it a, shit, man. Honestly, I'd give it like an 8.9, honestly. I think it was a really good album. A really, really good album. I think my favorite song on the album is the song with him, Future, and Tim's. I can't think of the name of it right now. So actually, I have a few favorite songs. Hold on. So my favorite songs on J. Cole's new album, The Fall Off, are, I really like Bombs in the Ville, Hit the Gas. I really like that song. It's 2 songs in one. I like the song Only You with him and Burna Boy. Burna Boy been having some really big features lately too. He got a song with YB on YB new album that I really like. What's the song with him and Future and Tim? So, Boont's Road Blues. I like that song a lot. Like I said, overall I give it a 8.9. Jab. All right, now I'm gonna go right and pull up. So. But yeah, I think people should start listening more to podcasts, especially like people who don't like to read. You should start listening to podcasts, because I also don't like to read, but I do listen to a lot of informative podcasts while I learn a bunch of different things, whether that's with animals or music or history or dogs or working out. A lot of the information that I learned come from podcasts. Some of my favorite podcasters to listen to, I like Joe Rogan. A lot of people don't like Joe Rogan, but I like to listen to Joe Rogan and a lot of the topics that he talks about, whether that's wildlife or fighting or dieting when it comes to food. So I listen to him for certain things that he's knowledgeable on. I like Shannon Sharp's podcast when he interviews people. Who else do I like? I like Jeff Teague's 520 podcast. I listen to Cameron and Mace morning show. I'm trying to think what other podcasts I listen to. Let me go look. See who I'm subscribed to on YouTube. I listen to a lot of sports shit, honestly. So the Pivot podcast is another podcast that I really like. I like listening to Cam Newton's podcast too. Sean Ryan, I like his podcast. That's more like military, shit like that. I like some Vlad TV. I used to be really big on Vlad TV, but not so much now. Unless there's certain people that he's interviewing, like Boosie or some shit like that. Or Godfrey or D.L. Hughley or T.K. Kirkland. I watch those Vlad interviews. Now I'm just driving to the basket with a jab, here. Might do a 2 dribble pull up too. I'm gonna slow down for that one though. 1, 2, glass. I've been wanting to drop a podcast lately. I know I haven't dropped one in a few weeks, so I was trying to get something out. I can't wait to start back boxing. So I started physical therapy 2 weeks ago. So just wait until I feel closer to normal before I head back and start doing boxing. But I'm excited to start back fighting. Ooh. And when it comes to fighting, it's crazy because one of my homies hit me up the other day and he said his therapist was telling him to reach out to different people that he knew or that he could associate with good times. That's how I interpreted it. Because we were both in the military together. So he hit me up and we were talking and he was telling me how his therapist was telling him to hit everybody up. Damn. Ooh. Glass. Yo. And I was asking him how was therapy going. And he said it was going good. And he said that at times he would find himself being real angry. And of course I could relate to that. So I was like, bro, you should do a combat sport like boxing or something. And he said he did try it out, but it kind of made things worse for him as far as his anger. So with him fighting, it made him angrier and it made him want to fight more whenever a situation came up where it was presented to fight. So since he's been training, shit, why not fight? It's kind of how I look at it. So that's what he got out of doing a combat sport. But I just thought it was interesting because it was different for me. Come on, man. So when it comes to me and when I'm fighting, it kind of takes all the anger away from me in a sense. I don't have the urge to be angry anymore when I start to fight or when I'm doing boxing. So it was just kind of, like I said, interesting for him when he was fighting. It made him angrier in a sense. It made him fight more. With me, it just mellowed me out even more, honestly. In the moments where I wanted to be angry. So I just thought it was a new perspective because fighting has helped me out a lot, especially when it comes to my anger and controlling my emotions. I would say fighting has probably been the best therapy, honestly. So if you've been struggling with anger and you wanted to try something different, a different type of therapy, you should do a combat sport. Release all your anger. You can be angry, but it still has to be controlled because you don't want to gas and tire yourself out and then get your ass whooped. So it's still, even with fighting, it has to be controlled aggression. And who don't want to know how to fight and protect themselves? Everybody should be able to protect themselves or know how to. Shall a situation shall present itself. Damn. Boxing is like my anger management, honestly. Oh my Lord. And I also did a 3-day fast too. I wanted to do something to kind of challenge myself. So I had seen Matt Barnes talk about it, how he did a 3-day fast and how it was really challenging. So I just thought to myself, why not do something challenging, especially with it being the beginning of the year. I lost 8 pounds too. And with my shoulder injury, I haven't really been able to work out how I wanted to. Now I put on some weight, which I don't like, which isn't all due to my shoulder. During this time of the year, the beginning time frame, I be going through seasonal depression and shit. Cause this is around the same time my dad passed. So I wouldn't say so much mentally now. I'm not depressed mentally, but it's kind of weird because around this time every year, my body kind of just does it on its own. It's kind of weird. Like my body recognizes that it's this time of the year to mourn in a sense. It's kind of what I take from it. So I just told myself, since I know I'm going through something, since I know I have seasonal depression and it's around this time, I just have to do the things that I genuinely enjoy doing and the things that make me happy and the things that I know are gonna help me be better through this season. For example, going to the gym, even though I may not feel like it, I know I still gotta go. Bro, I need to lock in, because the gym will make me feel better. It'll help me not gain weight. Bro, being outside, journaling, talking to people who I feel like I can trust, or just chilling with my dogs for real, or riding a four-wheeler. So I just have to keep myself engulfed in the things that make me happy during the season of depression. Even though my body may recognize that I'm going through it, I kind of worked on my mental to the point where I'm not gonna say nothing is gonna affect me, but 9.9 times out of 10, I don't allow shit to affect me. And that's just from working on myself. But like I said, it's kind of just weird because my body just automatically recognizes when it's this time of the year. And that shit happens every year. But this year I've been better with recognizing it, identifying it, and doing things to help. Also cooking and then not eating out. That's also something that helps me during my season of depression. 'Cause I like to cook. Cook is like an outlet for me in a sense. I love to cook for people. People that I love, obviously. Like my mom and my nephews, my sister, my nieces, cooking for them. I enjoyed that. So yeah, that's why, another reason why decided to do my 3-day fast because I know I go through seasonal depression during this time. So it's another reason for me to do something challenging, like not eat. So I just did like a water fast. The first day, I did a water fast. The second day, the first day I lost 5 pounds too. The second day, I think I ate some guacamole and some fruit snacks maybe. I lost 2 pounds the second day, and then the third day, I think I had an apple, peanut butter, and some honey, and I lost 1 pound that day. Or something like that. I know I lost 8 pounds in total. I started at 216 and then I ended at 208. So I'm trying to cut to 185 for boxing. I want to fight at 185. But I'm also going to have to stop smoking, because I had stopped smoking for the last 3 months of last year. So October, November, December, I had stopped smoking. Marijuana, obviously. Mary Jane. Then I started back smoking, which I can also say is probably another reason why I've been gaining weight, because I've been eating more because of me smoking. So I'm gonna have to stop smoking too to get to 185. But yeah, I think that's it for today. I just wanted to talk to y'all for a little bit. I ain't talked to y'all in a minute, so last shot. Ooh. Y'all have a good day, man. Good talking to y'all. Thank y'all for listening to my TED Talk. Triple T signing out.